one was pretty tough. But what's such a huge Thunderhelm Lodge Earl doing here in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. Also, the atmosphere here gives Paimon the creeps. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Tepe, what are you doing here?
Wow, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
Are you alright there, buddy? You're looking slightly the worse for wear.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so I thought I'd come and take a look. If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys. I guess I came here for nothing.
Tepe, don't you think there's something strange about this place?
Now that you mention it, there is something a little off about it. It could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
Orobashi? Who's that?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, the Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun. All right, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment. You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good. Hey, don't worry about me. Peak condition.
Tepe's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it. Let's report back to Kokomi. Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too! What happened? They look so serious.
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt Decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately. Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatue?
But why would the fatue do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be in time to save them.
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms... No! Surely he can't have... let's go check on him.
Oh. Hey, guys. What are you doing here? Just a moment. Let me get up. Ugh. It's weird. Hmm? Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea, taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could do when you first met me. If only I were stronger still. It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people. Said they were with our supporters. They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, his secret weapon will answer my call. It's illusion. Oh God. Doesn't sound very good. So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision? Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks. I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread. At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry. This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all. Hey, would you do something for me? When our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here, and we can change together. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested up.
Tepe! Hey! Where are you going? Hey! Yeah.
How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts? No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded. It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The fatue are sure to take notice. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Very true. Let me think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria, and if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you, but please, be careful. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Oh, Lord of Geo, please do us a favor and clear this up at your earliest convenience. I submit that we cannot afford for the codices to get damp. Motion to compel.
One strike will suffice.
Duh.
There's more!
Incinerate! Chia! Chia! Ha! Chia!
Your life is mine.
Cheap. Now, this! Now this!
Time for your assignment! Chia! Chia!
One strike will suffice.
Let's spark things up a little.
Ha! Chia!
Fall before me!
Life goes on.
It's nothing.
I'm ready to win this battle.
My experiment. Wheel of life. Motion to compel. Animal hypostasis and... Stand clear. That's not right.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Life goes on. Yeah.
Let's move. You can't run. That all you got. You need to hurry up. Killjoy, we've only just begun. You can't run.
Animal test 6308. Opening box of Adepti tricks.
I miscalculated.
Ja. Ha.
This one's
Ja.
well done.
Ja. Ja. Ha. Breath of the flame. Ja. Incinerate. Stand clear.
Well done.
Ha. Ja. Ja.
Roasted fried. You need to
Rise.
hurry up.
Hi.
This one's well done.
Don't waste my time. Submit.
Motion to compel. Yikes. Ja. Ja. Ja.
One's well done. You need to hurry up. Roasted fried.
Give up.
You need to hurry up.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Wheel of life. Hi. Ha. Bum
This
boom.
one's well done. You need to hurry up.
Ha. Ja.
Roasted fried.
Incinerate.
This one's well done.
It's nothing.
Stand clear.
Hurry up. Roasted fried.
Yeah.
An unfortunate fault.
goes on.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now, where have we seen that? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Kanji Commission are...
Blood pays blood.
This one's not done.
Motion to compel. Boom boom.
Through you.
Let me amuse myself a little. Absorption test. Sacred name, fortune preserver. Incinerate!
Joy, we've only just begun. I miscalculated.
Don't waste my time.
You need to hurry up.
Enhanced animal monster.
For my defense with over here. Go.
This one's well done.
Your life is mine. Give up.
Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
Oh.
You need to hurry up.
Don't waste.
This one's well done.
Blink. Life goes on. Over here. Faster. Okay, faster. Let me amuse myself a little. Blink. I didn't feel that.
Absorption test.
Give up.
Motion to compel. Rise.
Stand clear. Absorption test.
This one's well done.
It's nothing.
You need to hurry up. Roast and fry.
Stand clear.
You need to hurry up.
Incinerate.
This one's well done.
Inadmissible evidence.
Your life is mine.
Roast
Give up.
fry.
The will of life.
This one's well done.
Motion to compel.
Roast and fry. You need to hurry up.
It's nothing.
This one's well done. You need to hurry up.
Don't waste my time.
Roast and fry.
Incinerate.
This one's well done. You need to hurry up.
Boom boom.
Give up.
You need to hurry up. An unfortunate fault.
Faster? Okay, faster. Rise. Yeah. Like. Huh?
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Intruder spotted! Do not let them repeat the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive!
It's nothing.
Opening box of Adepti Tricks. Wheel of Life.
Killjoy! We've only just begun! Backing off!
Breath of flame!
Run! Killjoy! We've only just begun! It isn't time for operation!
Animal Tone 6308!
You can't run! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! No slacking off! You can't run! That all you got is in this quickly! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Stand clear! Motion to compel!
Get it together!
Swirl, Mark 2!
Your life is mine.
The room!
Miscalculated.
Incinerate!
Rise.
Let's end this quickly!
Oh.
This is bad.
Boom! Inadmissible evidence! Incinerate!
Now this idiot must have a death wish! finish! Don't be intimidated! Lord Harbinger will be here soon!
Yikes! Absorption test. This is Her Majesty's
Life goes on.
Roasted fry!
Boom boom!
You need to hurry up!
Give up.
This one's well done!
Out of my sight. Animal test 6308. Absorption test.
Orders given. Orders received.
Her Majesty.
We are life.
Flows through me.
Ugh. You wait. Submit. It's nothing.
Incinerate.
Roasted fry! This one's well done!
Out of my sight. Boom boom.
Life goes on. Life. Faster? Okay, faster.
This one's well done!
Don't waste my time. Your life is mine.
Animal hypostasis and you. Motion to compel. Breath of the flame. Out of my sight.
Go.
Her Majesty's gift. Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
It's nothing.
Mirror images disperse like water. You can't incinerate! Got you. Out of my sight. Winter shall eventually.
Rise.
This one's well done! You need to hurry
Submit.
up! Roasted fry!
Animal test 6308. Absorption test.
Don't waste my time.
Motion to compel.
Roasted fry! You need to hurry up!
Opening box of Adepti Go.
Boom boom!
Roasted fry! You need to
Give
hurry
up.
up! This one's well done!
Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75. Motion to compel. Time for your arraignment.
This one's well done! You need to hurry up!
Boom boom! Absorption test.
You need to hurry up.
Motion to compel. Yikes.
This one's well done.
Go.
You need to hurry up.
Yeah.
Roast and fry.
Your life is mine.
This one's well done.
Incinerate.
Roast and fry. You need to hurry up. This one's well done.
Animal test 6308. Motion to compel. Wrap up the flame.
This one's well done.
Incinerate.
This one's well done.
Boom boom.
Roast and fry.
Rise.
You need to hurry up.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
This one's well done.
Animal hypostinct. Incinerate.
Feels close.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
So, you're another fatue harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world, trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time, but each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause. Just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
Hey, calm down! No!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Oh? You recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the fatue getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Sungonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person, but alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhongli was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think? The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt Decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt Decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits. Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this. To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.